Hey, welcome to Armstrong Crypto. It's the home of me, Ben Armstrong, you, and crypto. Today, we're going to be talking about my new book, Catching Up to FTX, and why this is the only FTX book that is, frankly, worth a damn, to be honest with you. Michael Lewis's book, from what I hear, is absolute trash and absolute garbage, and that should not surprise anybody. Very few people have the truth about what actually happened with FTX and with Sam Bankman-Fried, and I happen to be one of those people. And not only do I happen to be one of those people, I actually went down to the Bahamas to chase him down, as you guys know. Now, why am I doing this video today? Well, first of all, our book is coming out next month in December. Super excited. We're gonna have the audiobook done by the end of next month. Cannot wait. It's gonna be absolutely phenomenal. And guys, I got a whole other book to write here right now. We're getting started on that, here very soon. Me and John Vibes from the Ben Armstrong Substack, we're going to be writing that new book together. He's going to get a credit on the cover this time. Frankly, he probably should on the other ones as well. But this is going to be a big book. But my FTX book is going to be the book of the year in crypto, no question about it. Now, here's the thing, okay? It's Black Friday is this week, obviously. And I believe if you want to check it out on Amazon, they should have some sales and deals for you, hopefully. Maybe Cyber Monday anyways on Amazon. Make sure I head on over to Amazon. We got a QR code for both my books, Catching Up to Crypto and Catching Up to FTX. And we'll put some links down below in the description. They're always there for you guys who want to check it out. Now let's start here with the timing, guys. On Saturday, tomorrow, okay, would be the 1 year anniversary from when I went down to the Bahamas to chase Sam Bankman-Fried. Okay, now not the date, but the Saturday following Thanksgiving is when I flew down there Saturday morning last year. And it was really awesome. It was really cool. Did a lot of interesting stuff for me. And I think that a lot of people need to understand that that was not because I lost money on FTX. I never promoted FTX. It's because I was just tired of people not having the answers, and I needed to go down there and get the answers. So that's what I felt like I did. I did talk to Sam on text while I was down there. He knew I was there. We joked about me ordering him a pizza and things like that, and now we fast forward, we see everything that's going on. But what I want to talk to you guys about with this book, why should you buy Catching Up to FTX? It's very simple. It is going to be a much more entertaining book than my last one, Catching Up to Crypto. Guys, Catching Up to Crypto is, in my opinion, I wrote it, and John Vibes, but in my opinion, it is the greatest crypto book of all time. Not Bitcoin book, but crypto book. And a lot of people would, if you've read that book, it is the simplest explanation of crypto that exists, period. If you haven't, make sure you check it out. 4.9 stars out of 5 with over 400 reviews on Amazon alone. Guys, this book is the one to get your friends. If you guys are somebody's house for the holidays, let's get them a copy of Catching Up to Crypto. And then let's get started pre-ordering Catching Up to FTX. The reason why I wrote this book is because I went down there and it was very interesting. It went viral and everybody wanted to know about it. I ended up in a lawsuit. As you guys know, I got dropped from completely because I didn't promote FTX, obviously. And now fast forward, we see Sam Bankman-Fried. He's already now gone or been found guilty. Now, of course, the book doesn't have that information about the trial, but the audio book will have a special chapter. It definitely will. So anyways, the point being here is that Catching Up to FTX is a one-of-a-kind book that you guys are not going to want to miss, okay? And I will say, generally, the way I do a lot of this writing with John is we have meetings, we conceptually go over every single thing that we want in there, and he kind of helps tie it all together. I wrote myself almost the entire second half of this book because I had to. Of course, I always write some of it. Together, we write it together. I'm giving what I want, and then he's filling in kind of the smaller details. That's why he gets credit on the next cover. But the fact is that why this book? Why this book? Why should you buy this book? Okay. This book is a journey. It's a journey, but it starts out with explaining why all this is important. Why was this journey in crypto important? Starts out by talking about the very first thing that enters the book is my rant. If you guys haven't seen my rant where I called Sam Bankman-Fried the devil, you must not have been in crypto for very long. That was last year in October. And if you want to know why I called him, everything that was going on through my head when I called him that, the information that led to me getting it, how I got this information, that he actually tried to steal one of my people, not my company, steal one of my people from my lobbying firm. Which is a major politician. Want to find out who that is? You're gonna have to go read the book. But that day of that rant, I was very fired up and I was very, very, very angry. And that's how the book starts out. It's interjecting you guys into the action immediately. Of course, that rant is what led me and Sam to basically have, a big vendetta, a big beef that ends with me in court, extradition hearing in the Bahamas with him. And I walk in and he whispered something to his attorney, and you're going to find out what it is by reading the book. But the fact is that after that, we thought it was really important that instead of just jumping into what I did in the Bahamas, that we really backed it up and we explained why crypto is important. Why is it so important? We have to set up that removing people like this from crypto is exactly what we need. So we need to set that up so you guys clearly see it. And so the fact is that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, but it's more than that. Some people consider it a once in a species opportunity. So Trace Meyer said a few years ago, and I kind of agree with that and believe it. And so we're gonna set up why crypto is important. And a lot of people have asked me, why was it? Why did I go down to the Bahamas? Is it because I wanted to hold him accountable? Is it because I wanted to fight him? Or is it because that somewhere down in the Bahamas, I heard that they make a fantastic conch steak. That's right, guys. Don't forget to check out Steak, the main sponsor of our channel. Lovers of seafood. They sure do love seafood. They love conchs or conches or whatever you call them. I don't even know. What I am here to tell you is if you want to check it out, we got a QR code for you guys right here. We have a link down below in the description. Steak, sponsor of my channel. Conch steak. What's for dinner? I can't use the for dinner joke 2 times in a row, and I just did it. That's really sad. I guess you could say that was a bit of a gamble that didn't pay off. Not really anything to do with Steak, of course. This is a place where you play games of crypto. Go check it out. Thanks to Steak for sponsoring the channel. Then we are going to get into the drama that's been in the industry, and we're not just talking about the contagion. We're talking about for the history of crypto, going back to Mt. Gox, Silk Road, the bit license. We're going to cover all that. We're going to basically be setting up why exchanges were running unchecked. Why were they in a position to be able to do this? Why were they able to use shadow banking? Why were they having to be offshore? We're going to cover all of that and see if we can learn some lessons from the rest of the history of crypto. Of course, I had accounts on all these sites. I've been in crypto since 2012, as a lot of you guys know. Okay, who is SBF? That's what everybody wants to know. Who is Sam Bankman-Fried? Is he the friendly, lovable, guy with the baggy shorts and the bad hair? Hey, wave the people. Hey, Tom Brady, I'm your friend. Or is he this vicious, angry, controlling, jealous boss that seems to be the way a lot of people at FTX saw him? We're going to cut through all that to find out who the real Sam Bankman-Fried is. And I promise you guys, you are going to get an unbiased look at Sam Bankman-Fried by me because I do not believe that Sam Bankman-Fried is all bad. I think he has some good qualities, and I think he got off track somewhere. And that is not to defend him. You're going to find I go after him extremely hard in this book, but I am fair to him. And so when looking at where he came from, I think you look deeper at some of the people surrounding him. And that's where it really gets dicey when you look at his parents, his brother, Dan Friedberg, some of these other people, some of these other characters and players, Sam Trabucco. Of course, we're going to take a look at all of the characters involved here, Allison and Gary Wong and all of them. But the question is, what is different about this book? Okay, when we set out to write this book, what we wanted to do is we wanted to make it where this is a different kind of book, okay? This book, the first half of this book is setting up how we got there and why this is not a crypto problem. This is nothing to do with crypto. It's nothing about blockchain. This is a story of greed and a man who wanted everything because he thought he knew best for the way the world should be ran. And eventually he wanted to become the president. We just found out recently through his trial. That is not in the book because I didn't know that until we heard that from Caroline a couple weeks ago. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this book up to show you, number one, this is real boots on the ground. Me chasing Sam all around the Bahamas, trying to get into his compound, outside of his door, sitting on his car, taking pictures of his Adderall, the whole 9 yards. That is in this book. But also, the first half is setting up why it's important, and you've got to read through that context. And also, guys, we have first-hand accounts. I had whistleblowers giving me so much. We have stuff in this book that does not exist anywhere else. You're not going to find this information anywhere else about FTX and what they were doing to sabotage many people and many projects. I got tons of input from tons of people on all this. And, definitely this is going to be something that you guys are going to learn a lot from. And, of course, the second half of the book here, this is the second half of the book. It is my personal journey. It's my personal journey into the Bahamas with Sam. Went 2 times, as you guys know, the two-time champ of the Bahamas. Talk about my relationship with Lincoln Bain, who could one day be the prime minister. We talk about some real estate stuff that I got into while I was down there. Finding out, discovering who owned what real estate. We went to one of their buildings and stood outside of it, and they tried to kick us out. Guys, so much information. We went to the Deltec, the bank, the USDT, works with. So you guys make sure to check out this book. It's going to be phenomenal. We got the QR codes right here, linked down below. You guys don't forget to check it out and smash the like button on your way out because you know you want to smash.